Today is a simple reminder. Be a good dad. This podcast and I talk about a lot of different things, and your life may be coming from a lot of different places. But at the end of the day, what we're all called to be is a good dad. We want to get better. We want to get better at living. We want to get better at providing. We want to get better at loving. All of these things make up our life. But at the end of the day, we are called to be a better version of ourselves every day. Some of the basic advice this podcast repeats is over and over. Kids spell love T-I-M-E. It is that core premise of love that fuels us, that keeps us going, that gets us the easiest wins. Yesterday, I talked about the trip to Green Bay. Now, that trip was in many ways from the outside a hot mess. There was a lot of high emotions, a lot of frustrations. Luckily, I didn't have too many moments that I can remember that I needed to apologize. I held my cool. Things would melt down. I would just stand there in the middle waiting for it to pass. That moment is filled with a lot of negative energy sometimes. It's filled with a lot of negative feelings sometimes. But at the end of the day, when I look back at my phone, I'm never going to remember any of those. I can tell you I have a lot of good memories from my time with kids being home during Corona. There was a lot of hard times and frustrations. But at the same time, I applied the basics. Don't yell at my kids. Be in the moment. Be present. Go with the flow. Don't get hung up on how it's supposed to be. Just find gratitude in how it is. So much of what we do here as a dad is the simple things. Create epic adventures with your kids. Create epic memories. Be there at bedtime. Bedtime talk. Talked about that all the time here on the podcast. Be there for those little moments. So this is your simple reminder for the weekend. Go into the weekend. Be intentional. Hey, ask your kids, hey, Dad's got 10 minutes. What do you want to do? Be intentional with your time. Be a good dad, because we are called. You are listening to this podcast on a daily basis, hopefully to get better. This is your reminder that oftentimes it can feel heavy to get better. But at the core basics, it still is pretty easy. And it's the fundamentals that'll get you the most distance. That is all I have for you today. Simple reminder, as I said, have an amazing weekend. And we'll be back again for you on Monday.